Olimar, not to undermine Logic, I don't think Olimar is a great character. And I think Logic does get not quite the most, but a lot out of him, and maybe more than he should. So we'll see if Logic can outplay 3PO here, or 3PO's Cloud will get the job done.
So it looks like they're going straight into it on Battlefield. And I know Logic really likes the stage, but the thing is, even though Logic likes it, I'm not sure how much Olimar likes it. I've seen it like really hurt him and help him quite a few times. And this is one of those instances where it looks like it's kind of turning to even ground here.
Now, some things to note, and I'm not sure how familiar you are with Olimar. Obviously, the purples are the strongest. They also have a knockback when you throw them rather than sticking. But the yellows are what's going to be the more interesting one here. Is the yellow down throw actually combos differently than the rest of them.
Really? So
you can get like a guaranteed back air for a lot longer off a yellow down throw. It's just kind of weird, like a reverse back air. The way it works out. So Logic's going to have to be patient here and know what is going to combo at what percents. That's going to be very critical to this matchup.
And speaking of nuances of the matchup, something that I didn't really pay attention to there, but it makes total sense. 3PO down aired the Pikmin and got limit. So he can actually just hit the Pikmin and build up his limit like that, in addition to like charging it normally.
And he can hit the Pikmin with cross slash and extend cross slash.
Oh.
So that's going to be some things that Logic... oh, careful there.
All right, good patience. I actually really like the spacing on that up or limit cross slash because it gave him an opportunity to up air off of it. Olimar was a little bit too short for that, but either way, he still like has total stage control and just in a position where he can kind of walk it home, charge his limit, but you don't want to rest on your laurels too much against Olimar because he can run away and just throw things at you, and that damage will slowly creep up.
Agreed, and I really like the patience of Logic there, getting out of a sticky situation, and he's still hanging in there. Despite being down.
Okay, that was risky, but you know it doesn't.
It really wasn't actually.
Really?
Cloud's forward air auto cancels on the first like 24 frames or something.
I hate this character.
So,
oh my god!
Gets in to roll into it. Either way, that might have hit the Pikmin and hit him. So, but yeah, Cloud's forward air actually auto cancels. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 24, but it might be more than that. And then after this phrase, then it has a ton of lag. So
Cloud's a pretty good character.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Cloud's a great character. And if you watched Smash and Splash last weekend, you'll notice that Ned does that a lot. He was doing that to Ally, where he'd forward air in and then pick a button after that, roll away, grab, shield, whatever.
Now this is actually one of the situations where Olimar struggles with, because killing isn't the easiest thing with him. He's excellent at edge guarding, but in terms of just like fishing for a kill, if he doesn't get a blue up throw, which won't kill until like probably 140, 50-ish.
Yeah, on Battlefield, yeah.
And on Battlefield.
That's why your point earlier about this not being a great Olimar stage, I agree with you. This is going to be the most difficult part of the matchup.
Yeah, and 3PO is really content to sit on this top platform, you know, throw out those dares and really not giving him any lanes to, like, convert to stocks.
Also, you see, he does kind of a... Cloud has a really interesting dash. He looks like he can do, like, a melee dash dance, and he almost looks like he's doing advanced dash dancing, but he isn't. Cloud just can dash back and forth longer than other characters can, so...
And when you factor in limit into that, you know, that run speed increases just a bit. And it looks like 3PO is really just using Cloud's mobility to his limit, no pun intended.
Ooh. He's looking for cross slash there. Logic wasn't going to give it up. Logic's trying to stay patient here, but it's hard.
Okay, finally blows the cross slash there. Doesn't get anything out of it, but honestly at this point, I don't think 3PO cares too much. He's just content to walk it home. And he doesn't have limit. This is actually a really bad position because that's it.
He got him with the purple.
Purple snipe. Good stuff, Logic.
The other thing is, even this isn't a great Olimar stage, but it's definitely Cloud's best stage. Because of what 3PO is doing here, and I'm actually surprised that Logic actually struck down in this level.
He doesn't have a jump.
Oh, that was close. Logic almost making the most out of that one. Couldn't quite get it, though, and C3PO is back to safety with limit on deck.
Yeah, this is actually one of the worst positions, or like the worst scenario, because if you really look at the way Logic's been positioning or been forced to position this whole game, he's been by the ledge, and limit cross slash will decimate Olimar by the ledge.
Yeah, I don't know if that was reaction time or what, but they sat there and shielded, and as soon as Logic pushed that grab button, 3PO rolled out of the way. If he's got reaction time like that, this is going to be near impossible.
I mean, these two have played each other a lot. I'm sure they're used to their tempo, so it might have been like half read, half reaction, redaction. And then, okay, power shield and the limit cross slash, and that one actually hurt a bit because now 3PO is getting higher and higher in that percent. And Olimar with rage, and he has a purple too. Yeah. It's not going to be like a good time if he hits him with a read like that.
The up tilt would have KO'd from the platform there, but Logic once again getting out of a sticky situation. He is keeping himself in this match
as much as he can, but one of the win conditions of this is time, and we only have 40 seconds left on the clock pretty much.
Yeah, and Cloud's got limit on deck, so not only does he have to be careful, but he has to be aggressive. Blade Beam going to do the job there. 35 seconds on the clock. Logic knew he was running out of time.
I mean, it looks like if he had thrown a purple Pikmin, he would have been good. But then, like, he threw a white or a blue, I couldn't see exact Pikmin, and then the limit Blade Beam just burst right past that, it seems. It was really unfortunate. I'm not sure how it reacts with like each different Pikmin, but Logic might know better than me, and maybe that's why he chose that option. Either way, we're seeing a game 2, and it was a really, really close game between those two players, even though it lasted a really long time. So it looks like Lilat's the pick, and like before, both these characters kind of benefit from this one, I think, even though Cloud a little bit less so.
You know what? This stage, I don't believe this stage is that bad for Cloud. A lot of people just take Cloud here because, oh, this is a bad stage for Cloud, but I don't think it is. I think people make a bigger deal out of the ledge than they really should. Cloud really does well with this platform layout.
Yeah, he can fish for up airs for days off those. The thing is, Olimar and Logic actually counterpicks a lot of people to this stage, and I feel like it's because he can kind of throw Pikmin at people's feet when they're on the platform and always like force angles where like he would be throwing down at them, so get a little bit more range on his Pikmin.
And oh my gosh, C3PO is just chopping up Pikmin left and right, right. And Pikmin 4 right now.
They're innocent. He didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, we could have had a finishing touch there, but takes the safer up air instead. C3PO just biding his time, and I really, really like the way he's playing Cloud. I think he's playing optimal Cloud right now.
So patient.
Yeah, just patient, keep away, and just make the opponent come to you. You've got the tools where if your opponent's always approaching you, you're going to always have the advantage.
It's very much like a boa constrictor, I guess, because once he has that lead, he's just kind of like, he's not really doing anything like, you know, tricky in terms of that, but he's just like spacing really well, and he's just like slowly constricting you to force you to make you a mistake.
Nice job with the up B, knowing if you throw that cross slash in the air like just like a millimeter above the ground, you'll be in the air and you can just do an air move before, because that doesn't have any end lag to it, or very minimal end lag, I should say.
Yeah. And it doesn't really come into play as much in this matchup, but like in other matchups, Cloud's up air is an amazing landing option for some reason, because his, I'm pretty sure his torso goes in the Z-axis a bit. I saw a Vine on it a while ago. I hate this character. It makes me so mad. But Cloud's up air is a really good
dodges move. Rob's laser.
Oh my
As somebody tweeted me today with that one.
Yeah, blowing the limit cross slash on that white Pikmin. Rest in peace, that guy.
Yeah, rip white Pikmin.
Yeah, he did his best. But
so once again, C3PO has controlled this entire match, but look who's creeped right back into the picture.
Yeah, it's one of Olimar's best traits, his ability to just like slowly make a comeback if you aren't expecting him to. But no, that was the worst tilt like arrangement that could have possibly happened. That was so unfortunate from
And
C3PO.
that's probably because C3PO is new with this character. That's probably a little bit of unfamiliarity with it, and a C3PO moment right there. But here we go. Logic's got the advantage. His counter pick is working to his favor. He's probably saying a shame it didn't work 100% sooner, but.
And this is actually the real test of 3PO's Cloud, because we've always seen him when he had the lead, and he played his lead amazingly. But now that he's behind, this is one of those times where he has to take a little bit like more risks and just like play a little bit more interactively.
And look at what Logic's doing. He's reversed the scenario. See, there's the fair auto cancel. He's reversed the scenario, said, "Come get me," and 3PO has not gotten a cross slash to connect yet. Oh, that could have, if he charged forward smash, that would have been game.
Yeah, that probably would have been it. But either way, 3PO making it backstage, and then he's not in the worst position, but he needs to get the stock soon, because he's just bleeding way too much right now, already at 59%. And I don't think he's really answered back in quite some time. Okay, we got a little bit of a like jab there.
Well, get him in the air is a big deal, actually. Oh,
that was so smart, but it just barely missed.
Another moment where Lilac Cruz is coming into play. Up smash, Logic on the verge of a 2-stock here.
That'd be a huge answer, especially considering how long the first game took. Winning with like 2 minutes left on the clock, it really sends a message to C3PO like, hey, you can't sleep on me just yet.
Oh, and that bear's going to do the job. So C3PO back in it. He'll have the limit on deck. Can he make anything happen off of him? If he can get a finishing touch, it's going to be bad news for Logic. Already at 115, a finishing touch at this level will probably kill in the 40s.
That sounds about right. But Cloud is one of the best characters in the game at like making comebacks, but it doesn't matter if you're holding jab and you get that forward smash on it. Good stuff, Logic.
Yeah, Logic making the absolute most off of C3PO's SD on the first stock, turning it into a JV2 stock, and we're going to game 3. Does Logic have what it takes, or was the SD a fluke?
We'll find out next time at Xanadu.
Actually, we're going to find out this time on Xanadu.
This time on Xanadu.
That's more like it.
But now, the thing is, it's 3PO's counterpick, and oh, it looks like he's riding Cloud all the way through. I respect it. I respect it. But,
yeah,
let's see.
you were thinking he'll do a Diddy advantage stage?
I mean, yeah, it's possible. Like, when you have the option in your pocket and you have such a great Diddy Kong, you know, it's something to be considered. But if you're rolling with Cloud all the way through, I respect that too.
And I don't think Logic cares either way.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3PO might go Dreamland here, but I thought he would switch to Diddy. That's where I would have guessed wrong. But he already won on Battlefield. That's not going to be an option. So, okay, we'll take the smaller version of Battlefield, which is Dreamland.
And the platforms are a little bit higher on this one, so Olimar has to take a little bit longer just to get up to that top platform if he decides to go up there. So it looks like 3PO, like he was on that top platform for a little bit.
I was going to say, can we get a damage in here? We got 3% in 20 seconds.
Yeah, just something. It looks like 3PO is really not trying to like hit him just yet. Limit seems to be his priority, his win condition in this instance.
Okay, 12 to 8, 30 seconds in, folks.
Yeah, buckle in. We're in for a wild ride.
We are in for a wild ride. Let's do this.
5 miles per hour.
We've got our first limit on deck. And yeah, the Pikmins are going to stuff Blade Beam, so that's not going to be a very good option unless you're up close, actually, because if you can get it on shield, that's when it can be advantageous to you.
It looks like he was banking on it because the first, like at the end of the first game, he actually won because that Blade Beam went through a Pikmin. But it looks like with the purple Pikmin at least, it'll stuff it entirely.
And so far, Logic, I don't feel like Logic has had control, but he's out damaging C3PO on the connects he's getting versus the ones 3PO is getting on him. Yeah,
he doesn't have control in the traditional sense, but every interaction that they make, he's getting the upper hand in. Ooh. And that shield is a Skittle right now. But
yeah, it was a tiny M&M, and you know what's funny? If he hadn't rolled, it would have broke.
Yeah, something that people really need to do more is roll or spot dodge between the hits of Limit Cross Slash. I'm pretty sure Ally did it at Smash and Splash against Ned a couple times.
It's very, very, very doable. You just have to learn the timing. Another reason to be in the lab, folks. But right now, Logic is one up air, one forward smash, one blue up throw away.
That's it. Wait, Limit saved his life.
Yep. Once again. Limit changes the fall speed, changes the run speed of Cloud, changes pretty much everything, and Limit can make a big difference.
Oh, but that was a blue throw? But back throw. I don't think he'll be able to make it back.
Yeah.
Yep, because Logic's got those edge guards on deck.
Yeah,
there we go.
I knew he could make it back to the ledge, but would Logic be able to punish? Because Cloud's up B, unless you're right next to the ledge or have the Limit on deck, you cannot auto sweet spot the ledge. So everybody can make good use of that. So he's just going to sit and charge that Limit. 75. This could be bad news.
I feel like we're going to see a few more risks come out from C3PO because he is behind yet again in this game. And then, not to mention, this is the first time he's been behind this much. Yeah, see, like, he's really fishing for the Limit Blade Beam, but he needs to make each hit count a little bit more. Olimar is small, and he is very hard to hit, but just because you're flustered, you can't afford to take, like, too many risks like that, you know?
Yeah, and 3PO has been about playing the patient game, but that's going to be stock.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. So a clean 2-stock, and Logic looked like he was struggling and brings it all the way back and gets a nice clean 2-stock at the end. So very, very well played.
Yeah, he made a lot of the adaptations I need to, and he was looking good that entire second and third game.